Yesterday, Sayadaw explained two kinds of person, Kusita Pogala and Arata Viriya Pogala. The discussion, lazy person and the energetic person. So, and also Sayadaw explained the disadvantages lazy person can receive, and also advantages the Arata Viriya, the energetic person can receive. So it is very important for all of us to make great use of our human life when we are luckily become a human being. As an energetic person, we can understand the Buddha's teaching, we can appreciate what the Buddha means, and we will be able to seize the great opportunities for the Buddha's teaching. So in this way, we ourselves can establish the good generation, and that will result in the future generation, good future generation. In this way, sadhana can prolong. Then also Sayadaw explains especially for monks, the monks should not abuse the four requisites given by the lay devotees. They should practice fulfilling the Sila, Samadhi and Panya, so that the lay devotee can gain the full benefit from the dana they made to the monks. And another remarkable teaching given by the Buddha when the Buddha was approaching to his demise. So at the last day, there are many thousands of the human beings and devas came to the Buddha, and they are prepared to honor the Buddha with everything available as a last honor. So when the Buddha saw the wonderful honor making on a big scale, so the Buddha said to the Ananda, so that's Ananda, now the monks and nuns, lay devotees, they make the honors to me on a very big scale. But it doesn't mean the real honor to me, the Buddha said. Why the Buddha said so? Many occasions the Buddha said even the one single flower dana can produce the lifelong benefits, life after life benefits. Compare that the single flower dana, this honorable dana and puja was done on a very big scale, while the Buddha could not praise. It's very interesting. The answer is the Buddha has two purposes. The first one is Parisa Lokita. The Buddha want to praise the audience, and the second purpose is the Buddha want to prolong the sadhana. So the devas and the human beings, they made the honors to the Buddha on a very big scale. And the Buddha happily, as if the Buddha happily accepted, then in the future, all the monks, they will always lead such a big honors to the Buddha instead of practicing Sila, Samadhi and Panya. So Being afraid of that prospect, the Buddha did not praise the puja, the honor made only big scale and human beings and devas. So for the sadhana generation, better generation, to prolong the sadhana, it is a necessity for all of us to practice, to fulfill sila, samadhi and panya, 3 training. We should not be satisfied with just with the several kinds of honors to the Buddha. Without learning, without practicing, sadhana cannot prolong by any means. Even the Dhamma, which is regarded the Buddha's sadhana flourishes. Actually, the Buddha's sadhana Buddha's teaching actually is declining because less and less people actually practice the Buddha's teaching. So it's quite shocking that the Buddha did not praise the puja, the honor which was done on this scale. The Buddha rejected the honor, the last honor made by the devas and human beings. So if we build up the monastery, thousands of monasteries for the sadhana, or if we build up the thousands of pagodas, that type of the wholesome deeds is actually beneficial to the pagoda donors or the monastery donors. It cannot help actually sadhana to prolong. It is even said by offering, donating the monastery and building pagoda cannot help sadhana prolong even for a moment that you take the rice gruel or porridge. So real honor to the Buddha is to follow the Buddha's guideline, Dhamma, and discipline, the Vinaya laid down by the Buddha. So there are guidelines laid down by the Buddha for all of us to practice, to follow sila, samadhi, panya, to be fulfilled. And Vinaya, the discipline, or the things to avoid for all of us, things should not be done. So that's discipline. So we have to follow the guideline and discipline, Dhamma and Vinaya. So by following Dhamma and Vinaya, the guideline and the discipline, we can enjoy great amount of benefits. So we must make great effort to become Arada Viriya person, the energetic person, and then as mentioned earlier, we should make the status of the Viriya until we can fulfill Sila, Samadhi and Panya, and we can fully enlighten as the Arhat. So it is a necessity for all of us to fulfill 3 trainings, Sila, Samadhi and Panya. So by fulfilling 3 trainings, we can make the best honor to the Buddha. So in this way we can help sadhana prolong, and we can create a better generation for the future. As long as there is somebody who is practicing Dhamma and Vinaya, guideline and discipline, so sadhana can be said to be alive and flourish. So with this purpose, so the Buddha rejected the physical, material honor, and the Buddha placed the Dhamma honor, the honor in Dhamma. So honor in Dhamma is called Parama Puja, the superior honor. So Dhamma Puja. So through the Dhamma Puja, we can help Sasana prolong. It is really noteworthy for all of us, especially for the monks. So it is very important for the monks to help Sasana prolong by fulfilling 3 trainings, Sila, Samadhi and Panya. So the appearance of the Buddha is not for not to receive the material honor. So Buddha, he himself fulfilled Dhamma and Vinaya, and also he shared his knowledge of Dhamma and Vinaya with all of us, and then he established his holy order, Dhamma Vinaya, for all of us for the future. So his purpose to become Buddha is not to receive the material honor. So he always practices to receive the Dhamma Puja, Dhamma honor. So that's why we must be energetic persons, practicing until we accomplish the Dhamma Vinaya, sacrificing our life and limb. So we must make the strong or firm resolution without caring about the life and limb to accomplish the purpose, the noble purpose. So we should not give up until we achieve the goal. So we must be persistent and we must cultivate perseverance. So such a person is called the Pahikata and Dana Viriya. So if you practice ardently and energetically, you definitely bound to obtain the benefits. By practicing the Dhamma, you lose nothing. You are bound to gain the benefits. And then later, you want to share your knowledge with other people you love. It's just like the saying goes, when we eat the tasty food, we remember the one we love. So in the same way, when we are able to enjoy the benefits of the Dhamma, we think of the people we love. We want to share our Dhamma knowledge with them. We encourage them to practice. When they practice intensively, when we see our beloved practice intensively, we are happy. We share our knowledge out of compassion because we don't want our beloved to suffer. So we encourage them to practice. When they put great effort in the practice, we are happy. That's loving kindness, metta, and karuna. So when they when our beloved succeeds in practice, we really happy. That's called mudita, the sympathetic joy. And also we encourage people. Some people may not follow our advice, and toward them also we should cultivate metta, karuna, and upekha accordingly. So in this way, the Dhamma can unify us. So we can establish Dhamma society and Dhamma community. So Dhamma society, Dhamma community is for the welfare of the people, all of us. So by following the Buddha's teaching, Dhamma and Vinaya, we should become the real follower of the Buddha or Savaka. As a Savaka, real followers of the Buddha, disciple of the Buddha, we should we should practice correctly the instruction given by the Buddha, so that we can overcome mental defilements. So we must make great effort in the practice until we accomplish the noble purpose. And so that we can become the noble disciple, the real Savaka. So the Buddha really wants to see us practicing intensively and attaining whatever is attainable. It is the Buddha's wish and the Buddha's hope. So regarding this point, once the Buddha gave admonishment to the Mahapajapati Gautami, who gave him the material honor. It is really remarkable. Saroji now want to explain that admonishment. So one day the Gautami, she came and gave respect to the Buddha. And also she made wish. The Venerable Sir, the light long. So she also mentioned how long for the whole lifespan. So at that time, the Buddha's time, the human lifespan is regarded 100 years. So maybe she needs the Buddha live for 100 years, live full lifespan. So then the Buddha right away rejected her wish. Gautami, don't say like that to the Buddha. You should not make such a wish to the Buddha. So the Buddha said, continued his admonishment at her request. So by practicing with the full faith and energy, there were many disciples who were fully enlightened. You should recollect them, you should remember them. There are many disciples who sacrifice their life and limbs in order to fulfill their noble purpose. You should recollect them, remember them. That's the correct way, that's the correct prayer to the Buddha. So that's the Buddha's answer. So we should check ourselves how correct the way we make prayer to the Buddha. So actually we should practice ourselves and until we fulfill the noble purpose. And then we should share our knowledge with the people around, starting from the ones we love, so that we can make the good generation for the future. So by practicing ourselves until our goal is accomplished, and sharing our knowledge with others, so we can establish the future generation. So the best prayer to the Buddha is, of course, practicing Vipassana meditation. So we should follow the Buddha's instruction, and then we can enjoy the benefit for sure. And as a result, we can make the material honors, the beneficial. So people provide monks with the 4 requisites, and by practicing this Vipassana meditation, we can return the gratitude on the devotees. So we can make their honors beneficial as they wish. So that's why all as a monk, they need to do is to fulfill the Dhamma and the Vinaya instructed by the Buddha. It is really noteworthy. It's a really admirable advice. We should keep it in our mind. Although Viriya is emphasized, actually the right concentration, right mindfulness, and right thought also very important, equally important. So regarding Sila, by practicing Vipassana meditation, we spontaneously fulfill Sila training too. And by practicing gradually, we can make gradual progress in practice, step by step, developing the Vipassana insight. So, but it's not suitable to explain the how or what Vipassana insights take place. It is not possible to reveal. Because yogis, you have to practice by yourself and you have to experience by yourself. When you attain Sotapaddi Magga, the first level of enlightenment, you can overcome you can uproot 2 kinds of mental defilements once and for all. That's Sakkaya Ditti and Vicikiccha. That means the skeptical doubts and the ego belief. As long as you have wrong view of ego and skeptical doubts, you are liable to commit evil deeds which can lead you to the lower life. So that's why you should make great effort in the practice until you attain first level of enlightenment, Sotapaddi Magga. So regarding this point, Sayadaw want to explain some more in detail. So here the Sayadaw makes the definition of the Magga. So Magga means going or killing or breaking all kinds of corresponding mental defilements. So its function is to break the mental defilements which is not uprooted. There are several kinds of the mental defilements to be overcome, made of the Lobha, Dosa, and Moha. Through the Magga, you have to break them. So there are qualities of Sotapaddi Magga mentioned in the Visuddhimagga. So Sotapaddi Magga not only breaks the mental defilements, which can lead you to the lower life. There are many other qualities of the Magga. First of all, the Sotapaddi Magga qualities are explained by the late Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw. The Sotapaddi Magga breaks the mental defilements which one can have not breaken before. So Sotapaddi Magga not only breaks the mental defilements, but also it can stop the cycle of the samsara after the 7th life. So the samsara, the cycle is turning round and round, based on the kilesa, mental defilements, the cycle of mental defilements, turning the karma vada. cycle or the karma, and which follow the cycle or the result and phenomena. In this way, the cycle or the phenomena turning around and around. So never ending. It's like the ocean and sea. So when we attain Sotapaddi Mega, we can stop that cycle or the suffering after seventh life. So by practicing Vipassana meditation, we attain the Sotapaddi Mega, and we can start the cycle or the suffering, cycle or the vagas after the seventh life. So another quality of the Sotapaddi Mega is it can close the gate of the woeful light. So we are no longer liable to get into the woeful light if we attain the Sotapaddi Mega. Through the Vipassana insight, stages of Vipassana insight, we can see the real phenomena, mind and body, and their causality and conditionality. Thus we can subside the wrong view or the ego and so on. But when we attain Sotapaddi Mega, we can uproot such wrong view once and for all. So we no longer liable to commit evil deeds which can lead us to the woeful life. That's why through the Sotapaddi Mega enlightenment, we can close the gate of the woeful life.
That the less very Shiva. Satana Yadana Samiba Groti to the Bow of Konabawa. The Nasaraga Ati Gubio, Ati Shida, Adesira, Hong let Ati Yavare. The art of the Shia, but Shene, Korotida, Atumi, the pony called the Koya called. Ati Yang Pala, Ati Shida, Soraga. Sijata Shine Kuto, Ati Yavare. There are cannot cover the area of Punya cannot. Very Usa Konya, whenever 5 million Yashi, area Usa Konya comes from Yashi. And another quality of Sotapaddi Mega is the Sotapaddi Mega can provide us 7 kinds of the noble wealth. Here, wealth means virtues, noble virtues. By practicing Vipassana meditation under the Sotapaddi Mega, our physical and verbal behavior, mental behavior are purified or the mental defilements to a certain extent, and then we can attain the 7 kinds of the noble virtues or noble grace. So this is also one of the qualities of Sotapaddi Mega. And another quality of the Sotapaddi Mega is it can help us to overcome the 8 kinds of the wrong path, the Mesa Deji, the wrong view, wrong intention, Mesa Sankappa, and wrong speech, Mesa Vaja, wrong actions, Mesa Kamanda, and wrong livelihood, Mesa Ajiva, and wrong effort, Mesa Vayama, and wrong mindfulness, Mesa Sati, and wrong concentration, Mesa Samadhi. So we can subside these wrong paths to a certain extent where we attain Sotapaddi Mega. So as long as we cannot attain Sotapaddi Mega, we are liable to miss the way. Once we attain Sotapaddi Mega, we are no longer liable to miss our way. So by abandoning inferior pleasure, by investing in the inferior pleasure, we can make great benefit, we can make great profit of the superior pleasure.
So if we go blind, so cannot see the way, so his journey is really uncertain. But after attainment of Sotapaddi Magga, so you are regarded to have good eyesight. So the journey you have to take is safe and secure because you have good eyesight. So it's also a type of quality given by the Sotapaddi Magga. And Sotapaddi Magga can help us to defeat enemies. Here, without enemy, refer to the evil deeds, such as the killing or stealing, sexual misconduct or adultery or cheating, lying, telling, untruth, and so on. So these evil deeds are all based on the lobha, dosa, moha, greed, anger, and hatred and delusion. So these are real enemies to us. These are inner enemies, internal enemies, the most harmful to our life. So when we attain Sotapaddi Magga, we can defeat these inner enemies. These are enemies because they are harmful to us not only in this present life, but also life after life. So that's why these inner enemies are much more dangerous than the external enemy. So we must make great efforts to defeat these inner enemies. If we cannot defeat these inner enemies, we have to suffer the several kinds of the danger, such as Atta Luvada Bhaya, the regret, the guilty conscience, etc. And also it's mentioned in the Pali text, there are 25 kinds of the dangers. So we are liable to face with if we, as long as we, until we cannot attain the Sotapaddi Magga. But Sarah has no time to explain 25 kinds of danger in detail. But anyway, the external danger is not as harmful as the internal danger. So the personal enemy is not harmful to our life. The inner kilesa enemy is the most dangerous. So we can defeat them only when we attain the Sotapaddi Magga. Once we attain Sotapaddi Magga, we can defeat our own enemies, mental defilements, so we can be honored as a conqueror, self-conqueror. Make us to become Buddha's son and daughter. So Samma Sambuddhas are all Sambhavan. So here Samma Sambuddha means the Buddha's supremely self-enlightened Buddha. The Buddha by his practice and supremely enlightened. And also he shares his knowledge with us and help us to fully enlighten as he did. So if we can follow his teaching and until we became fully enlightened, we are entitled to as a Buddha's own son and daughter. So however educated you are, as long as you not become the Sotapanna, you cannot be said to understand Buddha's teaching, cannot be so fully understand Buddha's teaching. So only when you enlighten as a Sotapanna, you are said to understand the Buddha teaching, fully understand Buddha teaching. Then only can you be regarded as a Buddha's own son and daughter. It's also one of the qualities of Sotapaddi Magga. So as the last one, it is said the Sotapaddi Magga can provide us countless benefits. So thousands of benefits, countless benefits are available to us if we can attain Sotapaddi Magga in brief. So there are teachers who are teaching this or that method. So if we attain Sotapaddi Magga, we know we can make judgment for their teaching, their guidance, whether they are teaching correct method or not. So that's why it is said the personal passenger. So only knower know whether somebody know or not know. So only when you know, you can know whether somebody else know or not know. That's the Pali expression. So when you practice until you attain Sotapaddi Magga, you are qualified enough to make judgment on the other people achievement or other people's teaching. Because you know, so you know whether somebody else know or not know. So in this way, Sotapaddi Magga can provide us countless benefits. Now our time is up, so shall we conclude his Dhamma talk. So while we are luckily meet the Buddha's teaching, so we should try our best to seek the skilled, qualified teacher, and we should learn with such a qualified teacher. And otherwise, we may get confused, and we approach this or that teacher, and our knowledge we will get definitely confused. So we must find a reliable, trustworthy teacher, qualified teacher, and also we should make great effort in the practice according to his guidance, and so that we can become the real disciple of the Buddha. So by practicing Vipassana meditation, we can overcome the mental defilements and then become the noble person and as Savaka. Otherwise, we cannot be real follower, real disciple of the Buddha. We are weak disciple and determined disciple and a lousy disciple. So, not to become lousy disciple, we have to make great effort, sacrificing our life and limb. As the admonishment given by the Buddha to the Gautami, non-Gautami, Bhikkhuni Gautami. Now we should recollect, we should remember the Buddha's real follower, real disciple who make great effort in the practice, sacrificing their life and limb. And also we should think of the Buddha's disciple and Savaka who share their knowledge out of Metta and Karuna, compassion, and that Dhamma unify us. So by recollecting such a real Savaka, we should pay respect to the Buddha. This is the correct method for the paying respect to the Buddha. This is the correct prayer to the Buddha. So in conclusion, shall I make wish? May you be able to fulfill your practice. May you be able to make great effort in the practice until you attain Vipassana enlightenment. That's all for today. Sadhu, sadhu.